Okay.
Oh, what is it saying? This meeting is being live streamed.
It is, but they ain't gonna see I got it on private.
Oh, okay.
So nobody gonna watch it live until I take it off of private.
Right.
I got some backup recording, that's all.
Oh, what is it saying? This meeting is being live streamed.
Yep. Got it. There we go. Now, everybody, I can see you, but nobody can see you though. So anyway, this behind the stage anyway. All right, here we go. We're going to start recording. Miss Yvette Salas, and we're going to talk about some stuff in the cloud. Here we go. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Andrew Love, and this is exactly what you watch, Andrew Love. And I have another guest today I'm interviewing. She is an actress. Her name is Yvette Salas. Miss I pronounced those names right. She is an actress. Yeah, thank you. And she is an actress, y'all. And so she got some things coming up, some projects coming up, some TV series coming up, I believe on HBO. And we'll talk about a little bit about how she got into acting and a little bit about her background. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself since you're an upcoming actress.
Hi. Well, I started modeling back in the day. That's what I did from the time I was 6 years old. And then it wasn't until just recently, like right before the pandemic, that I, got lucky and, auditioned for some parts in acting and got them. And that's pretty much what got me into the acting. I have quite a few projects lined up for this summer. One of them is called Tainted Shield. It has to do with human trafficking. It's pretty serious, the storyline, very gritty storyline. And then I have another one called Vice Squad. And it's a franchise actually, and it also deals with, more human trafficking, drug trafficking, guns, that kind of thing. And I play a special agent in that one as well. And there's, I'm also like, I'm a personal assistant for a producer. His name is Bob Myers, and we also have some projects coming up. And I have an IMDb as well, Yvette Salas. You can check out what's in pre-production and what I've done. The very first small film, like a short film that I did called Colorblind, it won first place in several film festivals, which was really nice. I played a reporter in that, and it's very powerful, very touching. If you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely check it out. It's something to see, definitely.
All right, I want to know what inspires you to get into acting. Now, first of all, tell a little bit about your upbringing, then tell me what inspired you to become an actress or pursue the acting career.
Actually, I didn't even dream of acting. It just kind of fell into my lap. I have several friends who are producers, directors, writers, who are even actors in the business. They're like, Yvette, you should really audition and see where it takes you. I mean, what do you have to lose? And I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't have anything to lose, so why not? So I did. I sent in remote auditions and got them, and that's what started the whole thing. And then once I did it, then I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is fun. I love this, So that's how that happened. Because I really didn't imagine myself acting, It kind of just came about. So maybe it's a calling, right?
So how old were you? How old when you first started acting? How old was you?
Acting?
How old were you?
Oh, actually, it was right before the pandemic. Yeah. Just recently, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. Yeah, 3 years ago. But I've been a model ever since I was a child. I did modeled for JCPenney's catalog, swimwear magazines, hair magazines, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's how I got started. But then I also got married at age 21, had two children, which are now young adults. And so now that I'm not married anymore and I'm going after my career.
Well, that's a good thing that everybody know you're not married no more, I guess. I don't know. So now tell the people a little about your upbringing. What type of things did you have to go through before you got to where you're at now?
Well, my childhood was a little rough. My parents divorced when I was like 11 years old, but it was very abusive relationship between the two parents, and so I witnessed a lot of things. And then when my mom left my dad, we moved to Florida, me and my brother with her, and she remarried, had two other children, which are my stepsisters. And so we, lived there, grew up there in Florida. It was hard because my mom was an alcoholic. And so it was not a great childhood for me. It was very rough. So I left home at 14, and then went to go live with my aunt and grandparents, and had to grow up pretty fast, really. And my siblings, we all got separated during the split. But here I am today. That's what made me today, the rough childhood.
Oh, yeah, that of course. So anyway, let's go and get into that. No jokes on the side. For the acting business, everybody hear about acting and filming and the good and the bad. What are the things you experienced that wasn't things you kind of noticed in the acting career that you didn't like or you stayed away from?
Well, in modeling and in this business, the film industry period, if you're in the spotlight, you deal with a lot of things, and there's things that I dealt with. I'm sure I'm not the only person dealing with in the industry. You want to be recognized for your talent, and you want to be recognized for what you're about, as a person. But a lot of times people want you to sleep with them, or do certain favors for them in the industry, to get ahead. And that's just not what I'm about. And I'm sure it happens to a lot of women. I hear about it here and there. And you just got to make good judgment calls, good decisions, and know that if you don't get that gig, you don't have to sleep with that person to get the gig. You can go to the next gig. There's always something else, but in this industry, it's tough for women, I believe. It's really tough because we are going head to head with men who have been in this industry, who made this industry, and we need to prove to them and to everyone that we can do this, and we can. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm muting my background. Come outside. Also, I hope my background too loud, so I'll be muting. So if y'all want to, what is going on? I'm outside. I want to get some air, and I stay, apartment areas, but I don't like the city too much. But you hear cars and stuff, and people outside, and the wind blowing. You probably hear that. So I hope it ain't too loud. Please let me know. Also, I keep muted. So let's talk about the film, the little short film that won a lot of awards. What was the name of that film, and what was it like to be on the set of that production?
Actually, it was called Colorblind, And when you guys see it, you're going to realize why it's called that. It's the storyline is just very powerful. You'll see it. It's amazing. And the whole cast and crew was amazing. The actors that I've worked with, they're just great. And they did a great job. We all had great chemistry on the set, worked well together to make that happen. And I really would like to see it become a feature. You know, it's that, to me, it's that good, you know. And I enjoyed it. That was my first one.
Yeah, I seen it, and it was pretty good. It's pretty interesting. The whole scenery was. It has a lot of. I'll put it this way: it has a lot of different angles you can look at it. In the relationship between all the characters, there's so many things that touched on where everybody can get understanding of, or we know what a lot of people see it, understand from different angles, from different sides of the table. So I just put it that way, but I will put the link in the description so y'all will be able to click on it. And it's a short film, but it's very good. It's very powerful. Trust me, you'll like it.
Yeah.
And you can go to it
and watch it to the end.
That's what I said.
To the very end, because you'll miss things.
Yeah, to the very end is very telling, and to leave you in a, you know, you'll see. Just watch the end. Trust me. It make you think a lot of things.
Yes.
Each character represents a person that can actually be what I'm saying. Put it this way, each character you see, somebody be able to maybe see in their shoes. So you get people from different angles, from different careers and stuff like that. I put it that way. That's how I can break. Right. That's like I break it down. You know what I'm saying. So, what other projects can you tell a little bit about? They may come, may not. Well, I ain't gonna say may not, but are coming up. Just tell me some of the details that you can share. And I know you sent something to me. I forgot this on my phone somewhere. But just, I'm pretty sure you know what it was. Go over some stuff you can tell the audience they could be looking forward to, and without giving too much information.
Well, Tainted Shield is the one that I'm going to be filming first this summer, and it's going to take place in Miami. And I play special agent in that. I'm going to be, let's just put it this way, the opening, you're going to see me running down the dock chasing a perpetrator. and I get him on the boat. It's going to be exciting. It's got a lot of like hands-on fighting and you know, it's action. It's really action. It's going to be so much fun filming. I'm looking forward to that. I really am.
Your lead character?
Yes. Well, I'm one of the you know, leads, one of them. Yeah. So yeah. I'm one of the main characters. Yeah.
So what is the next thing that you gonna be in? What else can you tell us? And what project can you tell us about? And where we may see them? You're not for sure yet?
I'm not sure yet. I know there was talks of HBO picking it up. I'm not sure which network. They're already negotiating that. But you know, we'll keep you posted on everything. Right now we are just in pre-production. And I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock and roll, man.
That is so great. I got people right here. Yeah, that's so great. I don't know if you hear people. Can you hear anybody in my background now? Let me know. I'll mute the thing. Can you hear in the background?
I can't hear any background.
Good, good. That's good. Because some people talk on the phone while they're watching. But I didn't want to make sure y'all can hear it because sometimes it picks up pretty good. So I'm not for sure how good the cancellation on the headphone things are. And so anything, what else do you want to talk about? Because you know we talk about a lot of stuff on the phone. And I said, we can talk about it. And you're like, okay, because you can't be shy now. You say you're not shy.
No, I'm not shy. What would you like to talk about?
Okay, I know we just talk a little bit of film. I know your actress and stuff. But what we talking about that you could touch on? It was I don't know, what was it? There's so much we had talked about. What would you like to talk about? Put it out there. Come on.
Well, I don't know.
Open the Pandora box. So, because you know it's a lot of stuff. Because you were serious about some things. I know we were talking about I know we were talking about this culture of America, of how it's like things we're still dealing with as a whole in this country. And mainly when it comes to dividing other people from color, from religion, and all these things of that nature. And kind of like the hidden racism that we all have experienced some form of shape. Now, personally, have you witnessed or seen anything that you have to navigate through that's bias or racist or prejudice?
Not so much, but I do see, like, okay, Native American culture and in the film industry. I know that in the past, when it comes to Native American storylines, dialogue, that kind of thing, it's gotten a lot better because people are more conscious of it now. But what they portrayed the Native American people back when on film was really not accurate, and it just didn't it wasn't true. It wasn't true to who they are as a culture, how they spoke, that kind of thing. And it's gotten a lot better because Native American people now are doing their own films. They're, casting their own people instead of white men playing a Native American. You got Native Americans actually playing their parts, and actually their language, their real language. I know a lot of them back then just made them look stupid and just weren't true to their culture. And my mom is Native American. She passed away a few months ago, but she, just the culture, it's come a long way, but it's still not where the culture would be happy. There's still some things that need to be ironed out in this industry for the natives, and I'm sure as well as other cultures in the industry. It's just been tough, because it's always been the white man's industry, and so you're seeing more and more Native American films being made, and actors and actresses coming out and getting involved in the projects. And I think it's a beautiful thing, because a lot, Americans really need to know the true culture and of the people, the first people here. It's important. And so that's what I speak on, and that's where I feel heavy in that aspect. Do you have any questions on that?
Yeah, I think I had some. I'm pretty sure I had some native Indian in me and African, but I'm not for sure. I don't know what part of Indian. I don't even know what part of Africa, to be honest about it. So, but yeah, I do understand that, and I do know what you're talking about as far as how they depicted Indian. Not I ain't gonna say Indian. I know it's great. We'll talk about that later. Native American, because the white people did play Native Americans for a long time, and we also told me the Indian was not a good term to
No.
Native American, and so we explained it to people.
Yeah, because if you said that to my mom, she'd say, "I don't have a dot on my forehead." Oh my God.
You explain why is that though? Some people don't know. Some people call them Indians because it's white men. So white man told y'all, say y'all Indians. So what's the truth? I want you to explain it. if you don't mind.
What?
Explain the truth. What's the difference? Because a lot of people been brainwashed to call y'all Indians or call Native American Indians. So what are they? So
Well, a lot of the terminology came from white men. When they came over here, they started putting labels on the culture that was already here. And they shouldn't have been doing that. A lot of the names came from white men, a lot of their tribes, were renamed, and not to mention, changing their actual name, their Native American name, to a white man's name. I mean, that got all messed up, and registered, had their culture registered in the reservations under the white man's chosen name for them, and it's just not fair. It's not right. A lot of this stuff, I know you can't go back and change the past, but Americans just don't realize how deep it goes, what happened, and you can't go. I mean, like when I told my kids, when it came to learning in school about the Native culture, they were like, I don't know, just filtering what really happened, and they just sugarcoated a lot of things that happened. And I'm like, you can't believe some of that stuff, because they'd only teach you what they want you to know, not the truth. It's their truth, and then there's the real truth. So my kids are like, what? So, I took them to powwows. I took them to meet elders, to get, for them to learn from the elders and the truth of certain culture, our culture and other tribes, and what happened, because white men just weren't going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to say they're all lies, but I mean, it's filtered. It really is. I mean, I can go all day about this, and that'll take us into next week. But more and more people should speak out on it, and really, if you want to know the Native American culture, do more due diligence, and really learn from their culture, not the white man's culture, about their culture.
Yes, like black people depending upon white people to teach them their history, and then that's ridiculous. That's
yes,
that's disgrace. It's like sending a white man to Mexico to teach Mexico about their history, or send a white man telling Chinese about their history. That's not even look right. It don't make
right.
sense. So yeah, that's a slap in the face, and we shouldn't do that. And that's one thing about the school systems. I think it's from a white person perspective, and the white people wrote things. It's not a second perspective on anything they teach in school. And so, for these education things goes, we're only looking from majority of white perspective, word for science, English, only from their perspective of how they see things, and they want to indoctrinate how you should see things.
Right.
If you say anything opposite of what they believe is true, then you're wrong, or you're crazy, you're dumb, or you uncivilized, and things of that nature. That's in anything. That's ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, it's like they brainwash these kids into thinking that, I mean, come on. They called them savages. Seriously. I mean, really, if you want to think about
if they're not white, and if they white, they say passionate.
It's ridiculous.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I just a lot of that mentality really has to change. They try to teach that to our kids. And I told my kids, you're not going to learn that in school. You can listen to what they say. And if you have questions, you come to me and we'll get the right answer, And so my kids grew up around powwows. They grew up near reservations. They met people, on the tribal council and the elders. And that's where you're going to learn your truth about their history, not in a white school.
Mm-mm.
So
It's
yeah.
not. Yeah, and the white man's religion, Christianity.
Yeah, and they forced, I mean,
They did a good.
you
I
could
ain't gonna
go.
lie. They did a good job on most white black people. Black people feel superior to white Jesus, Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, all on white. And so and psychologically, when a white black person see inferior to white man because they see Jesus being white and a savior, they put those type of white figure saviors through a lot of movies and stuff to programming, so black people feel psychologically inferior to white people, feel like they all have power, the money, and control, and from hell to jail to salvation, and it runs deep, and that's why it's hard for black people uh, um, to stand up. They want to be accepted and not stand up. They want to be accepted by them. You know what I'm saying? Because they see them as,
Mhm.
they want to be, they want to feel equal for something, for some reason, feel equal to who, for equal to what. Um, and then they're afraid to stand up because they see them having all the power and control, and that's why you hear what black people say in terms of they, but they don't have no specific people. They're saying they, that in their mind they seeing white people having more privilege and superiority over them,
Mhm.
and the fear of doing something because from jail to hell to the fear of a repercussion. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
then when you look at from the brainwash of white Jesus, um, it's easier for black people to forgive the white man than they can each other. And that ain't just black people; it's other people who come here who's not white. That's why they try to force Christianity. It's about superior because they know people, or many black people, are so into spirituality, or religion, and that's a stronghold on a lot of people, because this is why it's easier, like I said, for black people to forgive white people and not themselves and each other. And from
Mhm.
salvation, since they think Jesus is a white man, they feel like they're being accepted because because psychologically and internally they see white people as the key to salvation and the key to freedom from spirituality to this realm, to spirituality, to the spirituality of the Bible to now. And that's why it's hard for black people to get ahead. We've been programmed to not like each other, to not feel like we're not good enough, without being set by the white man's approval, or we don't like the skin color of ourselves. And this goes very, very deep. It's passed on from generation to generation to generations. And when you
Yeah.
look at everything around you, from television to books, it's automatically programmed. You don't have to say white. Your eyes take in what it says, and then your brains interpret it. So don't gotta
Mhm.
say white history or white power and everything, because everything is labeled white, or show everything is white is good and pure, and black is bad and evil. So that's a program. And so it's saying racism is programmed without it being seen, even to white people. White people program to be racist. That they're not racially. When I'm saying racist, they're not intentionally racist. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But the program they have, the way they see themselves and other people, what they think is normal, is racist. You understand where I'm
Yeah.
coming from?
Yeah.
If you teach this normal, you don't see it as racist. You know where I'm coming from? And I'm not saying that white people are racist, or all white people are racist, but I think to a certain extent they are racist. They don't realize it, because it's kind of like a program you okay with, like what everybody else do it, so it must be right. You know, that type of thing. And I'm not saying they intentionally hate black people, don't like black people, but they've been programmed to think. Most of them think that um, like some of them think that some of them do know, they don't want to admit it. They in denial, but some of them think that we all get treated equal and stuff, but we don't. And the sympathy level is different too. Like you don't have to say hate the black man, hate the white man. It's a program, it's a teach. It's subliminal message. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Subliminal message.
Yeah.
And it,
Even back in the day when the when the people were, gathering, like took the natives into took them prisoner to put on a reservation or whatever. I mean, they tried to change them so much that it's fear. It was the fear. Like, they weren't even allowed to do their dances or their songs or their music or their language for that matter. And it was all because they were afraid. Like, if they saw, a powwow back then, they tried to, get them to stop or kill them. And it's just that fear, they're different. And so that's what made them afraid. And the skin color and the just everything about the culture. That's why they called them savages back then. I mean,
Right.
I know it's history. I know it's a long time ago, but
Right.
I mean, that's why a lot of the elders today are still like upset about a lot of things. And
It should be.
And they don't trust people. They don't trust people to say anything, or, they say that, people have two tongues, they speak one and do the other. And, it's hard. And that's why a lot of the elders are still today angry.
Right.
They hold that,
Then they right. And you can't really, and they have a right to be, because people do speak two tongues. And you can say some people are programmed to speak two tongues, don't even realize they're speaking two tongues. Like,
and it's a learned behavior.
Exactly. So
and it's learned.
Mm-hmm. Yes, learned behavior, speaking two tongues. You be speaking two tongues. I speak two tongues. We say one thing, do the opposite. And I really believe us, like, even we do that. We say things, and we only say it because it's been taught, or we think it's the right thing to say. But at the end of the day, we really don't do exactly what we're gonna say. We they call procrastinate. But you basically lying. So, and it's a program. Like, for instance, like, see, now I'm beginning to like independent films better because I think they're more creative. But let's just say, even in business, whether from acting to regular jobs, for you to get a certain type of to make a certain amount of money, they want you to play a certain role that they think you look good in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are certain roles. I mean, even the black people, there are certain roles, positions. Even if you look at some roles that black people do play, there's certain roles that they're gonna be put in to pay them. You know what I'm saying? It's bias, like, okay, and they're not gonna pay you ain't gonna pay you a certain amount of money that will pay a white man. If you do a role that they normally give a white person, you might not make as much money as you would if you was a white character in that role.
Right.
And so when it comes to black people, you see a lot of black people in comedy, don't mind black people being in comedy, because comedy is nothing serious. The comedy don't require a whole lot of thinking. It's no, comedy is pretty much foolish. Most comedy is foolish gesturing about other people. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that's going to bring you together. You laughing at other people's, making fun of other people, laughing at people downfall. That's funny, but it's not really good humor in a real world sense. You know what I'm saying? Hitting people across the head and making a fool out yourself. But if you see, like, in the roles, how many black scientists do you see in movies or television?
Not many.
Exactly. You ain't. How many black people?
Even, what was that? Even the movie that Taraji was in, where I can't remember the name of it, where the ladies were helping NASA.
Mm-hmm. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Was it? I forgot the name.
Hidden Figures.
Yes. Okay. That's a prime example right there. They never taught the history of Black people. They never taught the history of Native American people doing good. The Wind Talkers, you know what that is, right?
No. I was
Okay, well, wind talkers were Native American soldiers for the US government. Okay. And wind talking was they did code, but with the native tongue, the language, so that our enemies wouldn't make it out. You don't hear that, but there is a movie, and a friend of mine, Adam Beach, is in it, called Wind Talkers, and that's history. That's true history right there. They use the Native American language and Native soldiers to do that. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. That's just one example. They need to teach people, meaning Americans, about the true history, about what happened. Just like, the Black ladies helping NASA. They were amazing, and they were real people. They need to be recognized. And thank God there was a movie made to show that,
It actually was, but you know how those movies goes. They don't get a whole lot of what they, movies like that, they don't get the real respect. What they give you is something to appease you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they probably want some awards and stuff, but they only do
every woman, every lady in that film did an amazing job.
They did.
Yes. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, those type of movies that an individual must receive themselves and think about it. And I'm pretty sure some stuff they left out of it too as well.
Of course.
And that's the bad part. Like I didn't know about The Blind Side. I didn't know The Blind Side. The true story was that woman was racist. Did you know? I didn't know that. Somebody.
Oh, you're talking about
my spiritual leader told me. Mm-hmm.
The one that played Leanne. Leanne.
Yeah, in real life, the behind The Blind Side, my spiritual leader told me about it, and I got him to go back and look at it. He said the guy, that the guy that asked the football player, he was in the NFL for real.
Yeah, Michael Orr.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Michael Orr said, he was adopted, but those adopted people was racist.
Huh? I didn't know. I mean, there's always a backstory. They didn't
like black people. She didn't teach them about no football.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Yeah, but you don't that's the thing about the white savior complex, though. What I'm saying, they put that to make white people look good.
Yeah.
They didn't want to tell the truth. That's not good, man. That's not good at
all.
I
know. And let me tell you, that's one of the things that I noticed. You're tiptoeing in Hollywood. You tiptoe. You have to be careful what you say, what you do, because things will come out. Maybe people aren't going to like what we're saying in this interview, but you know
don't
what?
Care.
We're speaking what we feel
right
needs to be brought up.
I would let nobody make a movie about me if I couldn't monitor the realness of the movie for the importance of the true stuff. So if people didn't realize that people, you wouldn't have made a movie about me portraying a lie,
right?
Because people think they know something about you when they don't know nothing about you.
Right?
They see you.
Yeah.
You're feeding us the white savior again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, even though it's getting a little better.
And don't get me wrong, Sandra Bullock, no shade to her. She's a very good actress. But like I said, I like Sandra Bullock. And I know if you look at all the roles she played, Sandra Bullock always play a role of a caring woman.
Uh-huh.
You look at her role, she's always about helping people. The role she play. You notice that too?
Yeah, in some of them.
Most of, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
most movies I mean, she played a good role. She don't play in a role where she's degraded.
No, I mean, and that's where, us women in the industry, we have to really be selective in what roles we choose, because that image can kind of carry on with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I mean, we already know that people out here can't differentiate between reality and what's on the film. And so they're gonna think you're a bad person no matter what.
They can. They really can.
You have to be careful, a little bit careful about what roles you choose, because it can kind of like stick with you, and then you end up becoming a cookie cutter where you're only going to get selected for those roles or offered those roles. Like if you're only playing a bad person and you've known to play a bad person, they always try to offer you that bad person role. And so you kind of gotta like pick some bad roles and then some good person roles. You gotta show your diversity, you really do.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying like that. Of course, you got to show some diversity, but but there are some roles that some people don't have a lot to choose from.
Right. And two, it's a tough industry. It's very competitive. It really is.
Ain't nothing wrong being competitive, but give people equal opportunity. Being competitive and having equal opportunity, two different things. You can be competitive.
Well, yeah.
But to get, if it's not too competitive, if you're not giving fair opportunity, if
that's
I don't
true.
like it, if I'm not allowing you to do it or run the race, there's no competition there really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to be competitive. Yeah. No, but like I say, even in some roles competitive, then you also look to how they not pay people. They don't pay them equal. They're gonna pay people maybe not look like you a little bit more money, based on the perception of what they have of the perfect role for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And budget, it has to do with the budget of the project as well.
That's what they say, yeah, but they pay what they want to pay. We know how it
exactly.
goes. So the female, I'm sure it is harder because of imagery and sets and things of that nature. But what's what I do like about independent films a little bit better is that people who do independent films and short films, they now have the ability to shoot what they want to shoot. And where Hollywood pick it up or not, they have a way of still getting it out there on some type of platform.
Right.
And Netflix, I can't say, you can say some good thing about Netflix. Netflix don't have all the great quality films. You know what I'm saying? They got some very low budget film. But the thing I can say about Netflix is Netflix have given a lot of people a chance.
Absolutely. And it's gotten better, like it or not.
It has gotten better. So I tell people, you can down there if you want to, but if a person who's new and nobody HBO and other people they want their video movies on there, and but that's how to make that person feel who did finally get on a major platform. Because Netflix is a major platform, maybe HBO and the big name companies, other big name companies didn't want to pick them up, but then you're independent and Netflix pick you up. And so at the same time, I'm not going to knock people down who's getting films put on Netflix because they work hard to get it there, whether if it's your type of budget or your type of film. But I'm pretty sure those people doing their first project, at least it's a starting point for them. And maybe it's not the best quality, but it's a start. To them, it's a start. So, it is a start for a lot of people. So Netflix have given a lot of people opportunities where even though people may think it's garbage, but at least it's something that you can put on your resume of something, decent.
Yeah, the thing about Netflix, they like to own their projects. So, if you have a project and you're shopping it to Netflix, I mean, if they really like it, they're going to buy it from you. And that's where those Netflix originals come. Those are bought, So, they have a lot. They've come a long way than when they first started, because you can find a lot of great shows on there now.
Yeah, I know a lot of people now. I have gotten a little concerned about the price raising thing because they ain't losing the money. And I said, well, if they gonna raise the price, so they better. And no, for a lot of people say they're gonna raise the price like they have $1 almost a year, raise it again another $1. They better come hard with some better quality program, because people, no offense, people don't like spending their money.
Yeah.
In a quality, I mean, you got a lot of quantity, but it's more quantity than quality. So a lot of people have been complaining about Netflix, which I'm not knocking,
Yeah.
but I do understand. If you want to pay people that amount of money, do work real hard on getting some better something to look forward to every month, for more quality film. I know I ain't say all of them gonna be hit. That's not possible. Every film is gonna be something that everybody like, but at least 3 films that people want to watch a month. Something to carry on. Something that people can talk about, because sometimes a hit and miss with Netflix when it comes to series.
Right.
And so if they raising all this money, because we know they ain't losing money. They ain't losing no money during the pandemic. They gain money, and they raise money, still making money. So I hope they really invest their money in more quality than quantity at the same time.
Yeah, I think they're being a little more selective now, to be fair to them. I think they are being a little more selective. Their quality has gotten a lot better as far as like films and
Right.
and TV series and things like that. I think they're really doing shoot, they're huge now.
Yeah, I mean, Netflix still
They
the number
really
one.
are.
That's still the number one streaming service. Not going to stand that, and they probably will be for a long time. I don't see, like, I've had HBO, but I went through 3 by HBO. I like the HBO channel, but the HBO
Max.
HBO Max. I don't know. Some reason I'm not too thrilled about HBO Max. I've had it and I
Oh,
thought it
really?
would be better. I mean, they have a few good shows. Maybe they have some movies that come hit the movie there. They got some good shows. Maybe some older shows that you ever seen before new content. I just wasn't feeling the new contents that we have in that, or whatever content we had. Maybe you like it, but
Well, I don't really watch that much TV anyway,
right,
but
right. It didn't really have much going on, so I don't really watch.
But I do like the Power books. Do you watch Power?
No, I ain't watched any Power. I don't watch none.
Really?
That's
really good.
All thing I did, all thing I have heard is that 50 Cent is the first black man to have 5 different shows with over, I think, 500 million views.
Well,
5 different.
If you watch it, you'll get addicted.
Yeah, I heard.
It's really good.
And you know the funny thing about it, a lot of people, cause you remember they came out a little bit when what's the other show that was on on Fox, Empire. So they beat Empire. I remember Empire. I know when it came out. The Empire, Empire was kind of had a little thing, but Empire fell off after 2 or 3 seasons real quick.
Yeah, just like remember back in the day. Hold on, let me think. Man, I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of it. I don't know, I have a mental block. But yeah, like Sons of Anarchy is another one. Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
they did 7 seasons, and it's a gritty show, really gritty. Like I'm telling you, those shows that are really gritty, they do really, really well. People just love that type of shows because it just shows it's almost like it's real life stuff, real life shit happening, like drugs, bikers, prostitution, just all of that, and the audience, it was huge. They just ate it up.
I heard about it. I never watched it. I used to hear it was number one. It was number one for.
Let me tell you something. I watched it from beginning to end, 7 seasons, and it was phenomenal. And you hated to see it end, because you want to know what happens now.
I'll tell you shows I like. I liked it. Supernatural.
Supernaturals.
Two
Oh, okay.
brothers.
I don't think I saw that.
I like Lucifer.
Okay, Lucifer was good. Yeah.
They got good after Fox dropped them. Netflix picked them. Netflix did real good with them.
Yeah.
They did. They turned it around. And then I liked that Vampire Diaries.
Vampire Diaries is good. You know, anything that's, I mean, of course that's not real, but anything that's kind of gritty and has sex in it, you know, let's be real. People like to watch it, you know, sex sells, you know.
Yeah, I think that's why people watched it. I didn't want to watch it because I didn't want to, you know, I don't know, I heard about it, but you know, it was full of none. I mean, to me, it's full of like people love seeing stuff like that all the time. I don't, because you know, people. I be careful what I watch.
Well, that's good. You know,
I be careful what I watch because of programming. You know, life is not all about sex and violence and crime. Well, you program yourself that's what you go. It's like an addiction. People like addiction to violence and sex and drugs, and that's kind of sad. And I'm not saying that. I ain't saying something I wasn't interested. I never watched it, but you know, it was. I didn't ever watch it. Man. I just put it that way. I don't know nothing about. I heard about it. People talking about, oh, it's good, but I never jumped into it. Wasn't even planning on jumping into those Sunday night.
Yeah. Well, it's okay that you filter what you want to watch. I mean, that's
or
good for
Blacklist.
you.
Like Blacklist has been aired for a long time, but I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of Blacklist, and I didn't really get into Blacklist. And it ran a long time too.
Yeah.
Blacklist.
But you know what? It's good that you filter what you watch, and a lot of people should filter what their kids watch. And
because even some grown people don't have a difference between what's real and what's not. A lot of people see stuff on TV and they're like, you know, like if you keep showing a lot of shows about police violence and police beating up on people, and I didn't say it ain't happening. But if all you're looking at, you assume for the worst. What I'm saying.
Well, absolutely. Like these TikTok videos.
You don't want to put yourself in that position. We see everything.
You know, just like these TikTok videos of these people standing on these crates, trying to walk up these crates and basically almost killing themselves. Yeah. I mean, really? Oh, why would you do that?
And people would dare to each other and try that.
I mean, it's just
it looks fun. It looked fun. Reality, it's not fun if you fall. So
that is so dumb. I don't know.
Do TikTok is like, it's getting crazy too. It's like people thirst for, no offense, it's like people thirst for different social media platforms. I don't think I would get on TikTok.
I don't know. I mean, it's just,
because TikTok is something goofy, and then TikTok is like, I don't know, it's crazy. A lot of stuff on TikTok. There's some good stuff on TikTok, but most of it's garbage. Just like we see on the TV. A lot of people just acting the fool. I'm not knocking people make money doing the crazy stuff, go for it. But there's a lot of stuff on TikTok is just sense. I mean, but I'm not mad if you're making money off TikTok. I heard people do make money off TikTok, but I think some people go a little bit too far with social media.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no safeguard on social media. What I'm saying is no safeguard on it, and people go overboard with social media. Because remember, Facebook was the big thing. Now Facebook is not. Remember
when MySpace was around?
Yeah, MySpace was. Yeah, but MySpace copied off of Facebook. Facebook took over MySpace. Then then Facebook bought out Instagram. And Instagram was going up. The Facebook still hanging in now. Instagram probably, you know, even though they own that, he on Instagram, he on WhatsApp, and then TikTok. They like they're gonna get rid of TikTok. They want to get rid of TikTok. America invested in TikTok. They said it was a China thing, wherever it was, and then when it was, they struck a deal where they got different with American China, but however they work, got some type of ownership where TikTok didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
They just wanted some of the TikTok money, what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was some country where it was TikTok. TikTok wasn't going nowhere. Just like Twitter. I think Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp owned by the same person.
I'm not crazy about Twitter. Twitter to me, every time I've ever gone on there, it's all negative shit.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't even like it. So I don't even have a Twitter account. It's just, to me, it's just people nagging and fighting. Yep. And I don't like that. It's just.
It's not only that, but Instagram just become It's just like if you look at Instagram now it's all about who looked prettiest on Instagram now.
Well, I mean, there are people who, try to do a business through it, but I think mostly it's for status,
That's it. You're right. Because there's some business on it, but not too many people going to Instagram looking for business.
Right. It's more status. So
it is.
I mean, when you're in like an entertainment industry and whatnot, you do need the platform. I mean, but people use it for other things too. But yeah,
trying to get famous.
It can have a good side and an ugly side.
And most of it's bad, and most of it's all on the ugly side. It's like everything that comes out, it becomes good to a certain. It also trying to use it too. And I'm not knocking for using. And YouTube is real good, but YouTube got so political now. They start striking a lot of people's videos.
Yeah,
especially black content creators. They start striking people's videos and stuff. Not everybody, but some videos they'll strike. If you talk about anything political, they're gonna strike you regardless. Well, not anything political. Depend what it is. Depend what the investors or people paying the people say, well, we can and cannot put. They'll fight real hard against, like we say, the C word. You can't do that, and some other things. Like, but there's a lot of drama on social media. There's a lot of drama on YouTube. YouTube got some good stuff. It's these streets. They got the good things. They got the bad things. They got drama. They got education. I'm not gonna recognize YouTube. I love YouTube. You can learn a lot off of YouTube. Wherever you're looking for, you'll find. Trust me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. YouTube is cool. Yeah.
It do got a lot of good stuff on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. They got a lot of positive. I like YouTube better than I like Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like to be on YouTube, because you can choose. It's like it's like a television show. You can choose what you want to look at.
Right. I like Instagram. The only thing with Instagram, it's just been really difficult to get your blue, verified with your blue check.
It is.
It's really stupid because you have all your credentials, you have everything, and they still say, oh, you don't qualify.
Yeah.
How the fuck don't I qualify? I am who I am. I've got my links. I've got my projects.
Right. I interviewed Trina McGee and they still didn't get her blue check.
It's ridiculous.
All the other cast member on Boy Meets World got their blue check, but they will never give her hers.
Well, here's the thing. Do they even look, or are they just saying no? Because all of these people, including myself, we have everything. We are who we are. I've had my Facebook since 2008. And you should be able to see all of this if you do your homework. I doubt these people are even working, Yeah,
and they still got their blue check. They got their blue check.
It's just stupid.
They don't even make film movies. They don't even make TV shows anymore.
Yeah, so it doesn't. They should really get on top of that, because there's a lot of people who are verified, who are who they are, and have projects and need that for status and need that for their,
matter of fact, I seen business owners got blue checks by their name. Certain business,
right?
I don't know how they do it, but they got it. I've seen certain business does, not a lot of business, but some businesses do have blue check.
Yeah, but they really need to pay attention to that and really give it to us people who are real and who have our things, because that protects us from our accounts being duplicated and false accounts happening. If they would just allow us, the ones that have all of our credentials in line, to get that, and they just make it tough each time, and it's just ridiculous.
And I'll check this out: the people who was on Surviving R. Kelly. Remember that Surviving R. Kelly on Netflix? You remember R. Kelly?
Oh wait, yes.
Well, they got their blue checks. Everybody who put in for a blue check got their blue check, and they're not even there.
Wow. Okay.
You froze. You still there? Okay,
I'm
you back?
here. Okay.
I
don't know. I mean,
okay, you back? You're froze. You're froze.
Was.
Yeah, I said they got you say internet connection unstable. I said they got their blue checks and they ain't even actors. Well, the one person I know family don't have blue check because he didn't want it and he didn't put in for it. But everybody else who was on the Surviving R. Kelly, they're playing the Survivor Kelly Lifetime and stuff, they got their blue check.
It's
Everybody
just ridiculous. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not saying they shouldn't have their blue check because they are who they are and that's cool. But we are who we are and we have proof of who we are. We need it.
But
just people aren't doing their damn job over there. Come on, man.
They got blue checks.
Come on, Instagram.
They don't got no acting career. They just had a good hit series. And, you know, a little Survivor Kelly, I guess that was enough for him to get a blue check, but I'm just saying, at the end of that, it's regular people.
Yeah, well.
They don't got no, a lot of them got no business. A lot of them have made a business, you know, try to do books and stuff like that after that movie, try to get a book role. Then some got book deals and stuff after the Survivor R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? But they're not actors. They got a lot of them got blue checks by their name.
Yeah.
And you would think some people can't get a blue check for nothing. It's crazy. But so I don't know, but I don't think I saw no. From my understanding, was that they're supposed to give to what the blue check supposed to be. The blue check just only for if the claim supposed to be for celebrities and business owners or something like that. It's supposed to be in the verification of that you're a real person. From my understanding,
of course, that's
like if you got a driver's license.
That's to show that you are who you are. This is your real account. You're the person on this account. That should be verification. Okay, and not only that,
they have your driver's license
websites.
They even enter your driver's license, don't they? If I'm mistaken.
Well, yeah, they do. You upload everything, and I've done that. And
first thing about it, if they know you got a driver's license and you got your pictures up there, that's all they really need.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and especially me, I have an IMDb page. Right. I have a Facebook page. Those are grandfathered in. So what's the problem?
and they ask for your driver's license as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely they do. Yeah.
Did you call and answer what's the problem? I'm real.
I'm sorry, what?
You ever answered what they say? They denied it or what?
Oh, when I sent in for it, it's been a while since I sent in for it. I should try it again, but they're like, we can't approve it because I don't know. They say basically not enough verification or something. But they don't tell you what you're missing. What are you missing for me to fix it? They don't say anything. They just send some bogus freaking message.
Sue them for false information. Now, because according to their references, if you can prove,
Instagram, you're frustrating.
Well, it shouldn't be. If you prove when the stuff legit, you show your driving license. That should be enough right there. That like they hire for a job. They know who you are by driving license, Social Security. They know who you are, and the name matches the name on the thing, right? Your pictures matches your driving license, right?
Well, yeah, everything.
Anybody ever gonna have your driving license
and your links, all of your other links, like
right.
Yeah, it's really stupid. It's just stupid.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yes, it is. And Miss Yvette Salas, I'm going to share the audience and thank the audience for tuning in. You're looking at Andrew Love with Yvette Salas. You'll be able to see more of her on her Instagram. If you want to see what she look like, look at her Instagram. You want to see all her features.
Salas. Yeah, Yvette Salas 320.
You want to see all her features. Now ain't telling no movie. Go to Instagram. And I'll make sure y'all put the link where y'all can follow her. Don't stalk her, just follow her.
Yeah, and I have an IMDb link listed in the bio.
Of your Instagram?
It's on my Instagram as well as my Facebook.
You can click on Instagram and get to IMDb, all that stuff. IMB, whatever it's called. And I'll put the link to the little short film that's really good that y'all see. Make sure y'all see it. Y'all make sure y'all watch it and comment and like. And on this video and on my YouTube channel, you make sure you subscribe. If you look at it, If you don't like it, too bad. But it's up. And so, Yvette Salas, I want to thank you for coming on.
Well,
and it's
thank
windy
you.
out here.
Thanks
I don't know
for
how much
having
wind you can hear.
me. It's been
Yes,
fun.
and we'll be looking forward to you. Tell the name of the plate of the video that they're gonna look at on YouTube. Short film.
Oh, the colorblind.
Colorblind. I send a link to the colorblind. And what film you supposed to be upcoming? You don't know what platform is going to be out, but they can, I guess, search it within the next year. I don't know.
You can definitely see it. Colorblind, you can see on YouTube right now.
The upcoming film. You don't know.
The upcoming films. I'm not sure what platforms yet.
You know, but you can't get a name. No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, yep. But anyway, follow on Instagram, and I'm sure she'll be happy to give some update when that film does hit. Right? Of course.
Thank you.
And so, be good. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. All of y'all stay out of trouble. Your viewers stay out of trouble. Stay safe. Educate yourself about something. Learn something. Learn something. Not something stupid. Don't take nobody's word out. Really do your research. If you really care about life or anything that interests you. Really study. Don't take the white man word. No, I'm not racist, but don't take the white man word on everything they say. Just because they white and they got a degree behind their name, a piece of paper, that don't mean they right. You can listen. Not for real. Don't mean they're right. Do research, because you can still be wrong. No matter if you get the college education, no college education, you still be wrong. Ain't nobody 100% accurate and perfect on everything. Even with the educated. Educate some of the stuff in the school they teach you is a lie. A lot of it is. I'm not sure 2 + 2.
It's just filtered information, just like the news.
They lied. Stop saying filter. They lied. If you ain't telling me the full story,
look, they're just liars. Okay.
Yeah, you're lying. Stop lying. Because if you filter information, you hide something, and the information that you don't know could affect you.
That's true.
Not knowing something don't mean it ain't gonna hurt you. Some stuff you need to know. If you don't know the stove hot, you touch it, you'll get burned. It's not gonna not burn you because you didn't know it was hot. It's still gonna burn you.
Right.
No, it's true. So just study behind you. So you got research behind research, learn things in life, enjoy your life, be motivated to do where you pursue your dreams on. Be motivated to do that, because you always will have some different disencouragement within yourself or around you. It's not gonna be easy. Nothing's gonna be easy. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing will be, but everything's not easy. Some stuff is, everything's not easy. Push through. Don't give up on your dreams. That's something crazy. But just stay positive and just try to push through.
That's right.
End of it, and do research behind things. If you have a dream to do something, research what you're trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna get nowhere if you don't research what you're trying to accomplish.
That's right.
So we see Yvette Salas. Thank you for the platform. And
thanks for having me.
Yes. And thank y'all for watching. And I'm getting a little tired. So thank y'all, everybody who watching this on YouTube. Thank you. And have a nice day.